Jasmy has finally waken up. And why is that? It's because ever since I started talking about Jasmy, it's since done over a 5x in terms of price increase. So I must say I did a pretty good call on that. But enough boasting. When I was first talking about Jasmy, a lot of those Jasmy critics, they were saying, wow, Jasmy is doo-doo, it's trash, it's caca. Why are you talking about it? Looks like a meme coin. But where are these critics right now? I have a guess, though. They're probably now running over to their girlfriend's boyfriend's grandma, and they're now begging for a used bratwurst extender, Lee the Captain edition. And they're now probably saying, oh, wow, I can't believe Lee the Captain made such a good call on Jasmy. But even despite that, I still do believe that the best days are still ahead of Jasmy despite this price bump, because I believe that Jasmy during the next bull run could hypothetically at least go to the price of $1. And even though that's not financial advice, some people, they may think, wow, that's crazy. Jasmy at the price of $1? But it's actually not as crazy as what some people may think, because if Jasmy were to go to the price of $1, considering its current circulating supply, it would only have a market cap of around $48.5 billion at that point, which isn't crazy because Dogecoin back in 2021 reached an all-time high market cap of around $88 billion. So this is approximately $40 billion less than that. And now when I say this, some people, they may think, oh, it's not fair to compare Jasmy to Dogecoin. Dogecoin, a lot of fans, a lot of hype, a lot of holders. Okay, that I understand. But here's the thing. I think this, if anything, showcases how in the world of cryptocurrencies, reaching over $48 billion in market cap, it's not unrealistic. It's not unheard of. It's not like it's something that's never been reached before. We've seen meme coins in the past far exceed this in the case of Dogecoin. And here's the thing. Jasmy, in my opinion, is clearly focused on the right market. And I think this right here is going to be such a major component, which could very well allow for it to reach the price of $1 during the next bull run. Because, as we all know, Jasmy, it's focused on quite essentially decentralizing data storage. And the data storage market has a lot of potential. According to Fortune Business Insights, the data storage market could be worth nearly $800 billion by 2030. That's just 6 years away at this point. That's insane. That's bigger than some countries' GDP. So when you think about that, is the data storage market caca? Does it have no potential? I disagree. I think it has a lot of potential, and it's not caca. I think Jasmy is clearly focused on the right market. And what is another major component, which in my opinion could very well allow Jasmy to be elevated to great heights? And that is the fact that they have amazing leadership, because as the old saying goes, the fish rots from the head down. Everything starts from the leader. If we take a look at the world of ants, who controls the ant colony? It's the queen ant. And I think it's no different in the world of crypto projects, because we take a look at the leadership when it comes to Jasmy. For instance, we take a look at Kunitake Ando, who is the representative director of Jasmy. He happens to be the former president and COO of the Sony Corporation, which I think is insane. Also, we take a look at Kazumasa Sato. He's the former CEO of Sony Style Japan. That, again, is insane. Carayo. And we take a look at Hiroshi Harada, the CFO of Jasmy. He worked at KPMG. Now, KPMG, it's no joke because it's actually one of the big four accounting firms. So I think that right there is a very big deal. So as I begin to say all of this, I think a lot of people are starting to understand just how special Jasmy is. Focus on the right market. Leadership is amazing. However, it doesn't end there, because Jasmy happens to be the first ever legally compliant cryptocurrency in the country of Japan, which is no easy task. Do you think that the Japanese authorities are going to allow any random cryptocurrency to become legally compliant in Japan? I think not. They're not going to allow some random nonsense crypto project. A lot of good crypto projects, they're struggling to even become legally compliant in Japan as a cryptocurrency. So the fact that Jasmy, again, right, is even able to become legally compliant in Japan, man, that truly speaks volumes as to just how special Jasmy is. The way you take a look at it, I think that Jasmy is pretty much the complete package as a crypto project. Focus on the right market, amazing team, and I think that's one of the major components as to why we're seeing Jasmy pump up so much. I think, the price of Jasmy being so low for so long, a lot of people, they were researching about Jasmy, and I think they're beginning to understand just how special Jasmy is. But here's the thing. The next bull run, in my opinion, could truly tell all for Jasmy because as of right now, there's over 500 million people owning cryptocurrencies around the world, according to Crypto.com research. To be specific, there's around 575 million people owning cryptocurrencies. Now, to just put this number into perspective, when we take a look back in 2021, I think we can all agree that year, the bull run, it was something else. I mean, it was insane. But at that time, there was roughly only around 300 million people owning cryptos. So now, we have nearly double that amount. So if the 2021 bull run was already Britney Spears type of level insane, now what is the next bull run going to look like? Especially now that we have, again, right, around 575 million people owning cryptocurrencies. It's going to be ridiculous. I think it's going to dwarf what we saw just back in 2021. The next altcoin season, in my opinion, is going to be legendary. The FOMO buying pressure, it's going to be crazy. And I think that when altcoins fully start kicking into fifth gear, so to speak, during the next bull run, Jasmy is going to go along with the ride and hypothetically at least go to the price of $1. And of course, that's all financial advice. But when I see the term during the next bull run, some people, they may wonder, yeah, when is the next bull run going to happen? And personally, to answer that question, I'm going to take a look back in history because historically speaking, altcoins, they usually rally in a massive way, anywhere between 6 to 12 months after a Bitcoin halving event. And the Bitcoin halving event is anticipated to happen sometime around April of this year. So when you think about that, the next altcoin season could fully kick into gear in the very near future. And when people say, oh, is it too late to enter Jasmy? Here's my response. Even though I can't give anyone financial advice, nor can I tell anyone what to do, but personally speaking, I am continuing to dollar cost average into Jasmy. Anytime I earn any sort of income, I just set aside some for Jasmy. I'm trying to accumulate as much as I possibly can on a consistent basis on a set schedule. I've been accumulating Jasmy for over a year at this point. So just imagine that, right? All those times when people were saying, oh, Jasmy's caca, all this FUD, all this type of nonsense, I just kept accumulating more and more Jasmy. And I'm going to continue to accumulate more and more Jasmy because, again, I do believe that what we're seeing right now is just a small taste. I'm not telling anyone to go all in. I'm not going all in at all. Again, right, I've been dollar cost averaging for over a year at this point. I've been putting incremental amounts on a consistent basis, and I've just been doing so again for over a year. And it feels so amazing that, again, Jasmy has done over a 5x ever since I started talking about it. I think Jasmy is truly a sleeping giant. Wouldn't be surprised whatsoever if during the next bull run, it did go to the price of $1, and during the process, make off those Jasmy critics come running over to their girlfriend's boyfriend's grandma. And if you want to check out a very interesting video, make sure to go ahead and click on this thumbnail right here. It's a very fantastic video, and I think you all would really love it. It's been Lee the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.